Right, let's get back into some Phantom Brigade. We are causing mischief between these two states. I wanted to click in here just to show you this recoil animation that plays the first time you come into your unit menu. Usually I check my units before I start recording, so you don't actually get to see this. Something I'm noticing really quickly here is if you look at the total hit points of the Patchwork and the Hotshot, they are so much higher than the Distracted Muskrat. This might explain why it's taking so much damage. It's obviously because it's using some quite old school heavy components, and we need to get that upgraded ASAP. My goal for this recording session is to get ourselves well on the way to experimental assembly. This will allow us to build rare parts, and it will unlock decoy drones first, which I think we'll be able to use quite a lot like how I play them in High Fleet to distract and scout out enemy positions, and I think that's going to be a big game changer when we get our hands on it. Now, today is Monday. I'm recording this on Monday. Tomorrow is Tactical Tuesday, which is the day that... I forgot the name of the company that make this. They release the updates to the game. So the game might change quite considerably for tomorrow, but we'll see how we go today. Now, just looking at where we are, we're currently in... I do want to do that. We're currently in Vremel, where we have level 1 hostility. We can move into Freeland, which is sitting at level 1. These are both level 2 provinces. The other thing we could potentially do is head into Hosfred here, because we are now at a level where we can compete with a level 3 region as well. We can make some noise here. We do know about a secret cache up here that we got the location of in the last session, and that might be quite cool to hit. I'm not sure how powerful it's going to be, but looking at this camp is level 94, this farm is 158, we're at threat level 156, so it could be something we could deal with. One problem with this game is that it has a tendency to, when it beats you hard, and I'm just a bit worried about coming in here. Maybe until we get our threat level up to about 200, that's when I might hit that zone. So just looking at the area here, there is an enemy patrol here. That's probably not going to be that exciting to take out. There is an enemy outpost here. We're a little bit too weak to take that on. Same with this farm. Base is too strong. Town is too strong. There is the cache up here that we've already liberated. We could liberate it again. I'm just not quite sure what our target is here. We could hit this patrol just to make a little bit of money. I think I'm going to do that just to get some supplies out of them, because we are looking for supplies and we're looking for rare components. So I think I'm going to get up behind. They're actually faster than us. Let's try cruising towards them, because what should happen is they'll detect us once we enter their detection radius, and they will turn to attack us, I believe. Or they're going to keep trying to run. We're about to run out of energy, unfortunately. Yeah, we're not going to catch them. Oh, they are turning to fight. Cool. Let's hit them on. Now, they may get reinforcements here. We're not going to ask for help in this fight. 339th Army unit, they're just reserves. They've got no special equipment. I kind of want to just kill them really quickly and try and salvage as much as possible. So our main goal here is not to take too much damage. We're dealing with 4 enemies, no reserves. If you remember last time, we upgraded the Patchwork to have a shotgun and a knife. We've got the railgun repeater on the Hotshot. We've got our minigun on the Distracted Muskrat, and the Rifle Bat is still looking amazing with its beam laser. So let's just jump into the combat as quickly as possible. Let's get a couple quick fights out of the way here. Just build up our reserves a little bit, make some money. I'm going to skip the intro and let's see what we're doing with. Alright, we've got an enemy assault rifle and handgun mech. There's a machine gun and shield mech here and 2 shotgun tanks. We should be able to clean this up pretty quickly. What we can do is we can boost the Distracted Muskrat straight to here. We're going to get a bit hot for this, but let's just open up straight away. Probably on this mech here, although we're not going to hit him to start with. He will end up here, and we'll be able to hit him there. Or we can just start firing at this guy. We could do that, and we'll get a 100% chance to hit for most of this, until even when he's behind that hill, actually. We should be very careful we don't put one of our other mechs in the line of fire. Let's get the Wiffle Bat to run to here. He's going to get shot at this turn, which isn't great. I could run him behind this house, wait for the fire to finish, which it will around here. That machine gun's still going to be fine, which is a little bit awful. Let's actually just bring him behind this cliff here. We'll get him to wait until the machine gun has finished firing, which is now. We can actually get him to move about here. We'll bring him to here, so he'll take a little bit of fire at the end, and then I'm just going to get him to, as he comes around the corner here, just start shooting at this tank. And he's going to clean these tanks up for us, because he'll kill them really, really quickly. Next up, we've got the... We'll deal with you last, actually. Where is the... Here it is. We've got a railgun repeater mech here. We can actually cheat with him a little bit. We can bring him into cover here and just get him to shoot through the wall. It will reduce the damage that he's dealing, but he'll still deal quite a significant amount of damage from back there. That will overheat him. So let's actually wait this out, and then we'll bring him in behind this way so that next turn he can start shooting too. And then finally, we have the Patchwork. Patchwork has a melee. Interesting thing, you can actually use a melee to boost. So I could actually use him to boost towards the enemy. I could do this, and then I could do this to boost through the fire. That's probably a really stupid idea, but I can do that. And to cross that same amount of distance, it takes double the amount of time by walking. So that's a good way of getting a heavy mech to move quickly if it hasn't got any boost modules. Now, the big problem is this guy's very, very close range. So what I'm probably going to do with him is bring him round and behind the Wiffle Bat, and then we'll just get him to boost in this direction. I thought I could target the ground. Oh, I probably don't have enough room to do that. Let's just check. Don't have enough time. Not enough time. Interesting that it's put his melee and his primary, swap them around, which is not how the game usually does it. But we'll just bring you around here, and next turn you can probably contribute to stuff. I don't have time to give you that time. So nobody's shooting each other. Nobody's colliding. You are going to take a little bit of fire from him. Why don't we change your orders then and get you to, when you get here, as soon as you hit this wait command, why don't you just shoot at him? Because that should both, between the two of you, you should take him out, and then we'll move on from there. Let's go. You've taken quite a lot of damage on your regenerating shield components. It looks like he's taking a lot of damage here on his left arm. He actually hasn't. It's all been taken on the regenerating components, but he's taking a little bit of damage. So we need to do some of that this turn. This guy here is actually ejecting, which is great. Need to focus on this guy next. Let's first of all see if we can get the this guy into combat. Let's make sure he doesn't get too hot. It's getting a bit hot, but I don't think the shotgun is actually going to be too warm. Let's just do a third boost. This feels a little bit like cheating. I'm not going to lie. It's probably a little bit too hot there, but he's now in range to start shotgunning these tanks, so we're just going to move down there for next turn. Next up, we've got the hot shot. Let's actually deal with you first. You're taking a lot of fire, and I don't like that, so let's get you to run back through these houses where the enemy won't be able to shoot you. And let's get you to keep walking back this way. Most of the shots will be blocked by enemy houses, and then you can turn and fire when you get here at this tank, and that's going to be your turn. Now we're going to deal with hot shot. Hot shot, I want you to come back. Because this is the mech we need to go after. I need to meet you to keep it in range. So if you get to here and stop, and then fire at him as he comes around, you'll be able to get a good amount of shots on him. We'll just get you to stop while you're shooting, and then we'll get you to back up again because you need to get range on him as soon as possible. Last but not least, Distracted Muskrat. I would like you to shoot one of these tanks as soon as you're cool enough. You are obviously incredibly hot. That's the tank that's already going to get shot. Where's the other tank? It's going to finish here, which is just out of your range. I think we're going to take that shot anyway. Oh, no, don't shoot at him. Shoot at the tank, please. We'll just click on the tank down here so that it focuses on it. And let's go with this turn. That tank's down. The beam weapon is not very good at destroying buildings, so it's just hitting the building here. This tank was destroyed very quickly. This mech has ejected. Which means we've got all the components able to be salvaged, which is great. You've taken a decent amount of damage, but you're still in one piece. You haven't taken any damage yet, and you're ridiculously out of position because you're so incredibly slow. Let's try and get you into position for next turn. Let's bring you to here. I don't know if you noticed him knife hacking across the map last turn. Not particularly useful in this battle, but that's okay. I mean, we needed to keep him back so that when the enemy closed with us, he was there to shotgun and shoot them. That's maybe probably a mistake on my part. Right, in terms of range here, the enemy is going to be in range of you for quite a while, so I shouldn't get you to take an overheated shot at him. That will overheat you, and that's a shame, but we can take the damage. Then I'm going to get you to move this way, and you should be cool enough to take another shot at him here. It doesn't matter if you're shooting through the building. Next up, Wifflebat, you're very, very hot. So Distracted Muskrat, you're very, very hot. Wait for you to cool down, and then you can actually shoot him in the back. Well, he's too close. Let's actually, while we're waiting for you to cool down, move you back to here. That's going to take so long to do. If I just move you to here, it's still not in good range. We'll just take the 40% shot, if we're being honest, because the Distracted Muskrat is such a turret. We'll just take that shot. And last but not least, you are starting to regenerate a little bit of shields, which is nice. Nobody is shooting at this tank this turn. The tank is going to end up coming between the buildings here. If we actually leave you where you are, and just wait for this tank to come through, or you're going to take some damage from his machine gun. We don't want that to happen. So let's just walk you to here, where the building will protect you. And then once the tank has come around the corner, we'll just get you to shoot it and hopefully kill it. And that's going to be your turn. That's that tank, that mech down. Tank going to make it through the turn. It did make it through the turn. Well, that means that you might actually get to do something this battle. Don't know if you will. We'll just try and knife hack you through them. Hang on. Just going to try and knife hack you close enough to shoot at this tank. I don't think you're going to make it. This is my ghetto boost. He's just out of range. I want to get you shooting him anyway, even if he's dead. Oh, you're way too hot. Don't bother. We need to do something about your movement speed. It's very bad. You are still shooting at the tank, actually. There's a very good chance you will kill it. Let's get you to, as soon as you're cool enough. So we need to move to about here. And then as soon as you're cool enough, take this shot. Ooh, now that is not a shot you want to take, because look at the direction. It's going to go straight through, and it's going to hit our ally. So let's change where you're moving to. Let's move you to here. Oh no, let's get rid of that movement point there. Let's get you to here, and just shoot through the terrain. I think that's going to hit him as well. Yep. Be very careful here. Let's get you to move them to here, and then you won't be shooting at your teammate, and shoot this angle here, and that should be enough. But this is probably going to kill the tank. Yeah, it's lost its right side. Does that change the angle? Nah, that's it down. Cool. Okay, easy fight. And look, you can see the top left how much of the Wiffle Bat's armor has been regenerated, which is great. So easy win. We didn't take too much damage. I'm really happy with that. As much as possible, I want to scrap medium components. This is actually a great upgrade. This medium central armor. We might actually keep this. But I want to scrap stuff because I want the components out of it. I want the rare components that you get for scrapping them. What else have we got here? There's nothing else particularly exciting. It's a question of whether or not I want to grab this armor, or if I want to scrap it to get ourselves a little bit closer to getting the building components. And honestly, I think I'm going to scrap it for the rare component, and then we're just going to try and get our hands on as much as we can to then scrap in the menu. I think I get a little bit more money for doing it that way, so we'll find out. Alright, and now if I go into our inventory, I've got all of these components here. I should be able to scrap them for more, if not the same. So that's got us quite a lot of money, which is great. Now we've got 2 rare resources. Do we have enough upgrades now to move on to our next? So I need 600 supplies for this. Okay, we'll just wait for that. So we've just taken out that patrol. We're still holding this cache. Freeland is still at level 1 hostility. I'm not quite ready to contest the province yet. The team are repair. We've got our Blackbird being built. Let's head down into this region down here in the bottom left of Freeland, the southwest. Just see what we can find. We're just going to move at normal speed and wait for the team to repair. So they're recapturing the cache. Can we stop that? Let's investigate that. I'm not sure if we can stop this recapturing or not, but I'm really keen to find out if we can. What I think we'll do next is we're going to take out this camp. We'll start taking... If we take all of these and then contest the province, the enemy has to deploy temporary bases to attack from, which I think will mean it much easier to take the province, and I'm really keen to see that in action as well. So can we stop the cache being captured? No, we can't. Let's take out the camp then. Oh, while we're waiting for that to happen, actually, the Blackbird got built. I wonder if there's going to be an upgrade for the distracted muskrat. So we now have... Oh. What happened to my Blackbird part? Here it is, Blackbird. Oh, it's legs we built. I see. I thought I was building a torso part. Level 7 medium legs. I bet you they're a lot better than the ones that Wifflebat is currently using. Oh yeah, huge and great heat dissipation as well. So we're going to equip those. That's great. That's another part that I can get rid of, which is the... We get rid of this Nox, level 3 Nox. We get rid of this level 2 Nox. We get rid of these rare legs. We get rid of the old legs from that. We get rid of this. In fact, we get rid of all of this apart from the saber, which I want to hang on to for now because it does heat damage. I'm keen to investigate that. That's given us a whole ton of resources and rare components. Now in the upgrade station here, we should be able to purchase experimental assembly, and we can start saving up for decoy drones. The other thing we can do is in the workshop, I can now do rare weapon construction, which is going to really push us into the next level. So the thing we need to work out is what rare weapon do we want to build first? Do we want a rare assault rifle? We don't actually have any charges for assault rifles, so we can't do that. What do we have charges for? Also, we could also look at building some rare components. So we can build a light component, we can build a medium component. We don't have any charges for Elburst medium, but we can build Blackbird medium. We can build Nox light as well. We've got 2 charges for that. Can't build assault rifle. We have a charge for marksman rifle. We have a charge for a pistol. We have a charge for... With 3 charges for sniper rifle, 2 charges for railgun. A rare railgun might be a really good shout. We have 3 charges for missile launcher. We also want to get some heat sinks built as well, but I won't build them just yet because I want to build rare heat sinks. I need armor to equip them in. At the moment, our armor doesn't have any slots for heat sinks. Let's go back to combat. Well, not combat. Let's go back to the invasion, and we're going to try and hit this camp. And what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to liberate this province. That's our next goal. We're going to try and take all of these if we can, just to try and weaken the enemy as much as possible. Then we're going to pull the trigger. We might not take the base, because the base is pretty strong. But we could definitely take the farm and the energy storage plant. Camp's called an alarm, but there's no patrols nearby to help them out. Let's ready for help, because it should be an easy enough fight, and that will increase the home guard reputation that we have if we don't lose any home guard. So let's jump in. What are we dealing with? The reserves, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like there might be a turret over here, or these might be turrets. And we've got 4 reinforcements coming in, no enemy reinforcements. This should be a pretty quick fight. Alright team, let's go. So what we need to do is we need to keep the patchwork in reserve to deal with any mechs that come in to try and attack us in close combat, rather than running it forward where it's going to get shot at. Looks like there's only one enemy mech here. It has a machine gun. Oh no, that's a heavy launcher. So it's going to be a pretty important target to take out. Not seeing a lot in the way of enemy war gear. 2 tanks, two machine gun tanks, and there's turrets. So there's a machine gun turret here which is in range of us. You can see the range on this circle here. Oh, that's the enemy movement. We are in range of this turret, which is a little bit of a problem. There's also, I believe, another turret over here. Where's the other turret? I don't want to accidentally miss it by not noticing it. There it is. It's over here. We should be out of range of this. Nope, this is a launcher turret. We need to kill this too. All right, we should be able to kill the turrets very quickly with the beam laser. So I'm just going to move Doctor to here, take the shot, and just beam laser this out, and that should kill it. And that should be their turn. I'll just wait till they've run out of movement, and then I'll get them to move to like here for next turn. Just getting ready to do some work. Patchwork, let's move you up into cover. You can get ready to, in fact, you're going to take some fire this turn, so let's move you to here. That's a pretty good move. Railgun repeater, we're going to get both of you, I think, to shoot at this. Just take out this, if I move you to here, you should be in a good position to take out the turret. That's only a 43% chance to hit. Let's move you a little bit closer. Let's move you to, now that guy's not firing missiles at you. So if I get you actually to move here, his missiles should hit this building. And then from there, you should have a really good shot at this turret. And then I also want the distracted muskrat to do the same thing. So we're just going to dash you twice, get you up here, and then next turn, actually you should be cool enough before the end of the turn to start shooting at this here. And you've got a great position to shoot at the enemy. So really easy opening starter. Let's go. Didn't quite kill the turret. There's the missiles hitting the building like I predicted. So the turret here is on quite low health, but we'll get the reinforcements to deal with the rest of it. This thing's not going to last very long either while it's being fired at by the Wiffle Bat. Sorry, the distracted muskrat, which we're going to just basically make its turn. I don't think it's going to be cool enough to fire again this turn. It's going to be cool enough to fire here. I think I'll just wait till the next... Oh, we're getting missile fire from it, but the missile fire is occluded. It's actually shooting it from a bad angle, so we don't need to worry about that too much. Hot shot, what I want you to do is to start taking out this missile mech, and you can do that by cheating and shooting through buildings. So if I bring you to here, you can just stand still, take the shot on him. You'll have a pretty much 100% chance to hit him from here. 41% chance, that's a little bit low. It should get better as the shots go on though. That's your entire turn. You're not going to get into, you're not going to be hit. No, you're just firing for the whole turn. You're going to have a target patchwork. If I bring you to here, then pretty much right after that happens, this tank is going to show up. And you can hit it with your shotgun. And that's going to be your turn. And then last but not least, the Wiffle Bat. I love the flying tanks at the top of the screen here. I just want you to run down here. Oh, you're actually inside this minimum range. I don't think it's going to shoot this turn, though. If I get you to run to here, you'll be able to shoot at that mech next turn. And basically, when you get here, why don't you just turn around and shoot this just to finish it off. Let's see if we've got mission orders. Let's go. That turret is down. That turret is shooting at us, but we're just sitting regenerating armor right now. There goes... I think that was the enemy mech. No, it was the missiles hitting. This is still alive, which is pretty impressive. You've just taken a shotgun to the side. You've lost your side, which is nice. There's a huge explosion here, but it's the missiles hitting the building. He's actually in pretty good state still. And then this tank here is about to open up on the Wiffle Bat, which is not good. Wiffle Bat can't shoot its beam laser until here. So let's get you to move into cover. So you're taking as little of that machine gun fire as possible. Wait for the machine gun fire to... Oh, it's going to finish here. And then move you out so you can shoot the tank here. Home guard units. I kind of want to leave you just on AI, as long as you don't crash into each other. Question is, are you shooting at the right targets? It looks like they are. I think he's going to kill that anyway. I don't really want to mess around with their AI this turn. You can probably fire again at this tank, which should kill it. We'll give you a wait command until that's done. Then I'm going to bring you just straight through to here so that you can get ready to shoot him next turn. You've got a shot as soon as you're cool enough on him as he moves, and you're not going to hit your teammate. Is that correct? Nope, that's great. And then Wifflebat, sorry, distracted muskrat. You're kind of out of position now. There's not really much for you to do. We'll just bring you down to the middle of the map in case we need you later. So the biggest thing I want to check on here is whether the Wifflebat makes it through this turn without taking too much damage. The good news is most of the Wifflebat's armor is regeneratable, so it is quite nice. That's that turret gone. Taking a little bit of machine gun damage. It got through a little bit of armor, but now he's in cover. Oh, I'm so close to killing this tank. It's not even funny. That tank's dying. This mech here is on low health, but what we can do is, as soon as you get into range, which is here, just open up on him. Give him a second shotgun shot if you can. And then, if you're cool enough, you're not going to be cool enough for it. The other option is we could go in with the knife to finish him, which I would quite like to see. I think that's going to be pretty cool. And then we'll just get you to run straight past him to finish off. I'm not going to shoot the railgun this turn because I want to make sure that we don't shoot our ally. So you're just going to move there and get ready to shoot next turn. You're going to keep moving, and I want you to, if you don't manage to kill it, pull out your pistol. So run towards this guy, pull out your shotgun pistol, and just finish him off. That's actually too close, which is hilarious. I forgot this is a long-range pistol. So come to about here, put you in range, and just fire at him. I want to see what this pistol does. You're going to be too hot. That should be cool enough. Okay, let's keep an eye on this here. This is the main thing that's going to happen. This is 422 damage. Oof. Did you see what he just did? He fired his missiles at point-blank range into the patchwork. He's ejecting, which is great. This tank is dead. That's it. Mission complete. Nice and easy. The tank's still firing. Okay, another easy battle. I'm pretty happy with that. We're making some good ground here. There's literally nothing to grab from this place, so let's just salvage all of this. I guess plus 200 supplies. So let's just see that, right? That'll get us plus 200 supplies, plus 4 uncommon components. If I grab all of this, that's not going to get us anywhere near as much supplies because we can't take all of it to scrap later. So we want to scrap it all. And that's all I'm interested in, is scrapping all of this. And let's do that. Alright, we've taken this area here. We need to do a little bit of repairing. The question is, do we want to take the farm on, or do we want to just start contesting the province? The enemy forces will start to get more powerful now that the hostility's gone up. It's now up to 253, which is actually higher than we are. I wonder if we just contest the province at this point. The problem is I don't think I can take this base, which we will need to do to win the province. We're not quite powerful enough for that yet. We're at 335 supplies. There's still nothing I can build for that. I think most of the workshop projects I'm looking at are around about 600. For instance, if I wanted to build a body part, a rare body part, I would need 8 rare components and 260 supplies. I do want to build it. That's quite a high importance build item, so that once we get rare body parts, we can start modifying them with components. We can build heat sinks, hydraulics. They aren't for body parts. We can build hydraulics, regenerators, and well, heat sinks and regenerators are the ones we've got at the moment, and that will allow us to start modifying our body parts and really make some big changes. We can't get an assault rifle, which I was quite tempted by. We can't get a railgun either. In fact, everything needs 6 rare components at the moment. Hello, this guy just walked in. We could get a rare melee weapon. That might be worth it, although we're still missing components for that. Okay. I think the question is here, what is our next move? Do we continue trying to make some noise and get some better components? We just need a little bit more salvage, and we'll be in a better position. I think that's the thing to go for. I think we're going to try and take this farm just to get ourselves a little bit more resources. Now, this farm is actually a lot more powerful than we are. It's 192 or 158, so this may be biting off more than we can chew, but I'm keen to see what we get for it. This could be where I lose the whole campaign. We'll stealth in once we get near there. What we don't want them to do is call in our location and get reinforcements, since they're already quite a bit more powerful than we are. They recapture the cache, that's fine, that just means we can recapture it. There's another base over here. Let's get the Home Guard to help again, just build up that reputation. So we're looking at reserves, level 2. They don't have any reinforcements. 2 groups of 3 splitting between us. That's a new configuration, not been split by the enemy before. Let's go. The nice thing we've got is we've got a really good balance of very powerful long-range weapons with a really nasty close combat shotgun mech. I like this car that's driven into the middle of the field and crushed the crops. That's pretty cool. I like all these clapboard houses and the picket fences with all the military hardware around them. It's very incongruous. Look at some of the enemies. Oh, there we go. Ooh, we've got some interesting stuff here. This is an interesting split. Alright, what are we dealing with? Over here we have a sniper rifle compact launcher mech with an autocannon and a shotgun tank. Not too threatening. Over here we have an autocannon tank, a machine gun and shield mech, and a marksman rifle compact launcher tank. So this machine gun and shield tank is probably our primary target. Now the question is, do I take the whole force and shift right and deal with that force, then shift left? Or do I split into 2 groups of 2 and try and do it that way? The first thing we could probably look at is Patchwork. Patchwork can come and actually deal with some of this with a slow movement speed, where it won't be able to help out in a lot of the rest of the battlefield. So I actually think that might be the way to do it. This tank is almost going to be in range pretty much instantaneously. If I just hold the shotgun until here, we've got a pretty much perfect shot on it. And I think 2 shotgun shots is almost enough to kill a tank. So we just do this, shoot the tank twice, and then we can give him a wait command until he's about halfway through his first set of shots, and then move him maybe to here. And when he gets here, we could actually, if he's cool enough, get him to shoot again. He's not quite. That'll be what he does in his next turn. Railgun mech here, I just want you to move. You can do a lot of stuff. The question is where we're going to put the distracted muskrat. Putting the distracted muskrat backwards would be great, but we can't actually do that because the edge of the map is here. But we need to get into a position where I can make use of its range. If I move it to here, however, just like at the moment that's going to put it in. Let's move this then, because this is going to be in the way. You're going to take shots with the machine gun. I don't want that to happen. But if I get to dodge around to here, are you going to be covered from that other mech? Is that tower is going to protect you perfectly. I can get you to here. Shoot this guy. That's going to actually, don't shoot him. Shoot the second tank, because it's going to turn towards you, and that will let you kill it. That means that the distracted muskrat can move forward to here, which is going to take its entire turn, sadly. But once it is there, it will have line of sight. But I think it'll have line of sight from about here. I'm looking at these mechs over here. 20. And the next turn it could open up on them. I think that's what we're going to do. Just going to walk forward, which isn't that exciting. Has everyone got orders? I don't think. Okay, let's. Have you got orders? No, I didn't give you orders. I thought I didn't give you orders. So let's bring you forward to here. I want to make sure that you don't get in the way of the minigun fire for next turn. And you also don't take fire from the machine gun that you don't need to. And when you're here, shoot this mech. Do as much damage to it as you can. It'll get you out of the way for the minigun to fire next turn. Okay, let's go. That tank's down. That tank's down. This tank isn't down. Yeah, it's down. It's ejecting. Okay, we've got AI. Our allies are going to land. Oh, we're getting an allied mech? No. Allies are going to land right in the middle of the enemy, or behind the enemy, which is pretty nice. How much damage did this guy take from those railgun shots? Nothing significant. So the big thing I want to happen here is I want you to open up on this mech, which is great, because he's going to track across here, which means we don't have to worry about him hitting him. Now, you're going to take damage from his machine gun, but my hope is I can get you to just step to about here, and then you can railgun him as soon as you're cool enough, which you are right now, and you've got a 100% chance to hit. It's going to overheat you, but you should do some significant damage to him. And then I'm going to get you to shield, and you should be able to block a lot of these shots as they're coming by, and that should work out quite well. As for our beam mech, nope, wrong mech. As for the wiffle bat, you need to take care of this guy here. When is he in range of your shots? Do you have a shot on him right now? You do, but you're a little bit hot. If we just push this back a little bit to here, is he still in range? He's still in range. That's basically your turn. So why don't you hold here and then step backwards so you're still beating him as he moves towards you. Oh no, he's going to be moving. Why don't you come forward then, keep him in range, and then step backwards like this. And we'll go from there. Yeah, that's looking good. Is that how I want to do it? Moving backwards and forwards. Move forward, shooting. Then move back. By moving that way, we're actually dragging the minigun fire through the shield, which I quite like. If we just change this run very slightly to this, that means that we're going to get it blocked by the shield here. And I think that's quite a good move, because it also protects the Wiffle Bat from taking extra fire. You're not going to be cool enough to shoot again, which is sad. Let's see how that goes. So has everyone got orders now? You don't have orders, Patchwork. You've already taken out one tank. Can we get you to just... Ooh. What if we were to stab this tank, just for the fun of it? Let's stab this tank and see what happens. Then I'm going to get you to move back to here and shotgun him. You've got orders, you've got orders, you've got orders. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh, look at the minigun missing. Oh, he's finally got the hit. Alright, so you didn't take a lot of damage because the minigun actually didn't track you very well. This tank here is still alive, but lost its side, which is pretty funny. We're going to try and let the AI deal with this tank if we can. This guy here has lost his arm, which means his missile launcher is damaged, but he still is taking hits here. We're not going to be able to dodge out of the way in time, I think, which is a bit of a shame. What I think I want to do is try and duck through the missiles. That's probably going to fail, to be honest. But let's just try and duck through them like this. Then when we get here, we'll turn and shoot at him with the beam weapon and see what that does. You're probably not going to be able to contribute. Actually, no, you know what you can do? You can come back here to here and finish what you started with this tank. Once you're cool enough, which will be about here. You need to help take out the mech that's still on the loose. You actually have a good shot on him here. And you'll have another good shot on him here. It will make you a bit hot, but I think that will actually kill it. Distracted Muskrat. Will you be cool enough? You won't be cool enough here, but then he's going to get closer. You're not going to be... It's not going to work out very well for you. We'll just do this. The shots are going to go wild and not going to do a lot of damage, but it'll be a bit of fun. I think that's everybody giving orders. I will let the AI do its own thing. Let's go. Okay, the missiles all missed, which is great. That worked really well. He's dancing left and right, which is making him quite hard to hit. This guy's down. He's been knocked out, which is great. This... Ooh, what's going on back here? Okay. So he's shooting at one of the AIs, okay, but this tank here is destroyed. So the only thing left in the battle is this scout here with his compact launcher. So let's bring you to here and get you to shoot him as soon as you can. I should get you to shoot him while you're moving. Try and do as much damage as you can. Let's just cool you down. So you're actually going to shoot at him here, which might make it a bit difficult. You're actually in a great position to move here and hopefully not collide with anybody. There is a collision there. I did see it. Let's just get you to move to here then, and you can shoot at him when he gets close enough. I think that might be enough to deal with him. Let's just go with that. Ooh, we're hitting an allied tank. Don't destroy it. No! Okay, didn't get destroyed. Phew. I didn't think about the beam weapon firing through. Okay, that is victory. Oh, this tank is still alive. I thought it was dead. Well, it's not victory then. We're taking a lot of damage. Oh, we lost our arm. No! I didn't see that tank. It's not going to be a big problem. Let us deal with this tank. You come to here. We just need to rebuild the beam weapon, basically. Just shoot at him as much as you can. Just keep him at max range if you can. So once that's fired, just move back to here. Is that not far enough to give you... Oh, you already are there. Oh, it's not great. Wait until this has happened, and then just move back here. Let's get you... In fact, you can... We'll need to move the Muskrat out of the way. So we'll get him to dash, and then you move to here, and just give me some railgun shots on him, and that should be enough to kill it. We'll just take a double tap. We'll take the heat damage. No, we won't take the heat damage. That should be enough. Oh, we lost his left arm there. Okay, he's dead. But we did lose all of our arms on the patchwork, which is my bad. That was just me not seeing that tank and thinking it was dead. But that's okay. Like, considering all the ground we've covered in this mission, I'm pretty happy. Looks like we're gonna get the beam weapon back, which is great. Let's salvage this Elbrus arm. Salvage all the rare equipment if we can. It's worth salvaging it here because we can salvage more of it than we could if we bring it into the main menu. This is actually quite a good marksman rifle, but I'm gonna salvage it anyway. Is there anything I can salvage for 5 here? Doesn't look like it. Weapons usually salvage for 5. Something. Let's just confirm that then. Maybe this. No. Okay. There's a ton of supplies. All right. We took the base. Everybody will get repaired soon. That was pretty cool. Let's just check the workshop because we now have 7 rare components. So we need to make a decision of which rare piece of equipment we're going to build first. My vote is for a medium Blackbird armor piece. Because that will give us a really good component to start with. But we could also go with a marksman rifle. We could also go with a sniper rifle. We could also go with a railgun. We could also go with a missile launcher. We could also go with a close combat weapon. We've got access to sabers, cutters, blades, and axes. I'm not really sure what the difference between sabers, cutters, and blades are, but we could find that out. Bear in mind that they all take 6 rare components, and we have 7 rare components. So we can only build one thing for now. So this is a pretty big build. My vote is for the Blackbird medium, but I'm willing to let the comments, whatever is commented the most, that's what we're going to build and find out what we get, because I've never actually been able to build rare components before. So I'm pretty interested to see where it's going to come out. Right now the team are just doing some repairs. We definitely still have the Wifflebat's beam weapon, which is great. We just lost those arms, just a bit unfortunate. It's totally fine. And next time what we're probably going to do, ransack the facility. You're based upstairs a civilian facility. There are tens of workers gathered outside looking distressed. There's a base with soldiers not far from here, one woman tells you. These soldiers have taken all our supplies. We lost so many days of work. You look at the broken windows of the factories, the tank trucks in the dirt. They have clearly been taken by force. Will you help us? Please, we will have to shut down the whole factory with our equipment. Of course we will recover them. They won't get away with this. Okay, so now we have a recover supplies mission, which means we have to hit this base. So that's what we're going to try and do in the next mission. It's going to be really hard. But for now, I'm going to stop recording. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying Fandom Brigade. It's a little bit different from everything else I'm playing. Now that I'm getting my head around it, I think I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm absolutely demolishing the enemy. 3 fights is pretty good for this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want me to build, and I will catch you in the next video.